Hello and welcome to Scriptonite Reacts. I'm Scriptonite and today we're going to be watching The Leftovers Season 3 Episode 6. The episode is called Certified. Oh, and what a corker we had for Episode 5. This whole season so far has been fantastic. I don't know if it's my favourite yet. I need to give it time, give it a rewatch before I make those kinds of decisions, because sometimes what you think is your favourite episode in the moment later on isn't. But goodness gracious, fan-bloody-tastic episode 5. David Burton came back as God and then got mauled to death, I think, by a lion. Matt his cancer's returned. He's dying, or is he? I forgot to make the point in the last video, but that now makes sense of the scene we had before in Crazy White Fella Thinking, when Kevin Sr. calls him like really late at night and he was absolutely covered in sweat, and I can't remember if I said anything in the reaction, but I was thinking at the time, and definitely while I was editing, why is he covered in drenched in sweat? I just kind of put it down to Texas, to be honest, as no answer was forthcoming at the time. What it looks like now is that perhaps he was maybe ill then, and that was a little kind of Easter egg to us that something was up. Yeah, the whole last episode, the interactions between like Laurie and Matt in particular were just hilarious. Loving the relationship, the marriage between Laurie and John. It's just so healthy right now. You know, they're talking, they, you know, always grant each other the most generous interpretation of the other one's actions, which I love. And it's one of the most amazing things about being in a great relationship, is that someone's really, you know, they're thinking the best of you. You know, if they've kept something from you, they ask themselves, well, why would they keep this from me that would make sense? And, you know, John knows he's been erratic in the past, and he took responsibility for that. I've just remembered that scene with John in the last episode. I'll edit it in anyway. I've just remembered what it was. It was Jin in Lost, when Juliet reveals that Sun cheated on him in the past, and that, you know, the baby might not be Jin's, and like Jin goes out fishing with Bernard and they have a kind of chat, and then he comes back and he's like, okay, you know, you didn't cheat on me, you cheated on that guy, you cheated on the guy I was in the past, and I totally understand why you would do that. I forgive you. It's one of the most beautiful scenes between Jin and Sun in Lost. The episode is called Ji-Yun. I think it's one of the best episodes for me in the whole series.
그랬는지 난 알고 있어. 그리고 내가 어떤 남자였는지도 잘 알아. 이 섬에 오기 전에 내가 당신에게 냉정하게 대하고 당신보다는 이럴 선택한 나였어. 하여튼 이 모든 것들이 다 나 때문이야. 그거 잘 알아. 그래서 내가 당신은.
So basically the last episode wound up now. We've basically got all of our main characters now in Melbourne, because Laurie, John, Michael and Matt have made the ferry crossing from Tasmania to Melbourne. We already have Nora and Kevin in Melbourne, and we also have Kevin Sr. in Melbourne with Kevin, and Grace Playford is there as well. So we've assembled all of our people essentially to go into this final phase of the story. I have no idea where it's going to go, but I kind of think that's less important than enjoying every single second of the journey there. I'm actually very interested to see where they take this episode. Are we now going to have the characters coming together? You know, what the hell happened to Nora? She's still in the hotel? You know, where did Kevin Sr. and Grace take Kevin? What the hell are they up to? And how are Matt, Laurie, John and Michael supposed to find them? Just so many questions. I don't think Matt even knows that the Kevins are together. And before we start, I wanted to share some of my crackpot theories with you. I know a couple of you have said in the comments, like one of the most fun things about watching the show when it was on was kind of the Reddit threads with all the comments. So just to be clear, I haven't gone anywhere near Reddit. I've never Googled anything to do with the leftovers, other than I looked up Katja Herbers for one of the previous episodes because she was in this and she's in Westworld, but that's it. And I don't often talk about my overarching theories because I don't really have an overarching theory. I'm actually not trying to work it out. I'm quite happy to just go along with the ride, you know, focus on the mini mysteries as we go along. I'm really finding that satisfying. You know, what does this mean? Oh, it means that. You know, who is David Burton? Oh, there's David Burton. Those kind of things. And that in the greater mysteries, just they unravel over time or they don't. I let that go, but that doesn't mean I don't have any random theories. So I just wanted to share two hilarious, I think they're hilarious, random theories I had. So one, at the end of season 2, when Kevin gets back to the house and everyone is there and we're looking around the room, I genuinely wondered for a moment, are these not even real people? And they're all, is he got like dissociative identity disorder or something? And each one of these is like an aspect of his personality. They're like a, I can't remember what you call it, like an identity. There's a word for it. I used to watch the United States of Tara, but FYI, criminal that program was cancelled. That was such a good show. Tony Collette and the guy who used to be in Sex and the City. Just brilliant. Anyway, so I was like, what if they're each like a figment of his imagination and they're all parts of his personality? So that's where I went with that one. And then the other ridiculous one I had was during Crazy White Fella Thinking, I was noticing how they were shooting Kevin Sr. in exactly the same way they shoot Kevin. So they have certain types of shot they use for each like character. It become like their shots, the way that you view them from. And I noticed that suddenly they were using the way they shoot Kevin Jr. for the way they shoot Kevin Sr. And Kevin Sr. was like, you don't get it, Matt, you know, he's part of my story, I'm not a part of his, and that kind of stuff. And then I was like, what if there aren't two Kevins? What if there's only one? So there you go. Just in case you were thinking I've, you know, somehow got it together and I'm not completely spinning out with random theories. I just wanted to set the record straight. My brain does go some weird places when I'm watching this program. I doubt either of those are within 100,000 miles of the of what happens. So, this episode, where are we going to be? Who are going to be the central characters? I mean, given it says certified, I'm thinking one of the Kevins, but I mean, quite a few of the characters in this could be certified at one point or another, to be fair. Yeah, I don't want to wait longer. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope I haven't stepped over too many things. Trying to strike the right balance between, you know, having a nice conversation with you guys about what's going on and just waffling. So, Ready for this episode now. Let's have at it.
I gave up. After the 4 miscarriages, we tried IVF. To 40 grand for 3 eggs. But none of them stuck. And 5 years went by, and we finally stopped bullshitting about adoption, and then it just happened. I was pregnant, and he was perfect. His name is Sam. 6 months later, I walk out of the laundromat and I strap him into his car seat, and he was crying, so I didn't kiss him. I knew that once the car was moving, he'd calm down. And then he was gone.
She's thinking about her own child.
Are you gonna say something? You know there are 2 of those bitches in white standing out front right now smoking their fucking cigarettes. They probably think your patients are easy pickings. If I asked them to tell me what to do, they'd at least write it down for me. Tell me what to fucking do.
I don't know.
So that was a year before season 1. Oh my god, are we going to see Laurie join the remnant? I've always wanted this bit of time explained. Did she just take an overdose? Or is that just a lot of pill? Laurie! Shit, She killed herself? I know she doesn't do it, but it doesn't make me any less stressed out. Laurie!
Tell me what to do.
Suicide into suicide. Suicide into
Suicide. Suicide into suicide. Dharma van! What's she got? What happened to her face? She got a black eye?
It's one hell of a shiner.
See the other guy.
I want to. Can we see that, please?
I heard you were with the good Reverend Jameson. He coming too?
No. He gave me something for you, though.
Oh,
He
good.
says he's sorry he didn't put you in his fucking book.
Who torched it?
Kevin.
Your son. Is he here?
Definitely not missed an episode.
He was. Right now, he's off having himself a think.
A think about what?
We asked him to die.
Whatever is happening here, I want to be a part of it.
Okay, I need some fucking flashbacks pronto. How did they get there? Where's Matt? How did Matt get a hold of the book? Where's Nora? That's the people from the, would you kill a kid to cure cancer? Ooh. Ah, shit. Oh, she has no black eye. Well, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, fine. Just a little rabies.
What the?
Is it them?
You tell me.
What?
Dr. Becker and Dr. Eden.
They don't look like physicists to me.
What are physicists supposed to look like?
I don't know. Shouldn't they be wearing lab coats or something?
At home, Matt.
I'm lost. I'm in fucking agony. I am in so much pain. I can't fucking see straight. So I got my hands on some of the dog's pain pills. I popped them. And soon realized they were a bit more powerful than the human variety.
And she was drowning the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name is Kevin?
Correct.
It was a horrible mistake, and I will be taking responsibility for what I've done. I'm not sure she understands.
I understand. You want to drown Kevin so that he can go to this place where the dead people are, and while he's there, he's going to learn a song from one of the dead people, and he's going to bring that song back to you so you can sing it and stop the biblical flood that's going to happen tomorrow.
That about covers it.
I jam you.
My God.
I'm in.
So the two women in that house, they recorded this?
One would assume.
And we're also assuming they're just going to lead us right to this device they told you about?
You don't have to stay, Lori. You can go help Kevin.
Oh, come on. You're not going to let me see this suicide machine for myself?
It's not a suicide machine.
It's not? Because it sure seems like an incredibly elegant way to kill yourself.
If I was gonna kill myself, I'd just go scuba diving. There are lots of ways to dive when you're scuba diving. Your oxygen tank can break. You can get a bubble in your blood that gives you a stroke.
I know, I'm certified.
And Lori Murphy was certified. She'd logged hundreds of hours underwater, but accidents happen. What a senseless tragedy.
Nora has fucking lost it.
And then Jill and Tom and John are standing there at the funeral, and they're protected. They'll never know that you twisted the knob the wrong direction because you wanted to. And just like that, you were gone. Clean, quiet certainty. Fully explained. Now that's fucking elegant.
Fuck me.
If I came to your house and John took my handprint and I sat down across from him at the table and I told him that I wanted to talk to my kids, what would you tell him to say to me in his little earpiece?
This is awkward.
Look, death is easy. People just want finality, an end to their grief. But with departures, there is no end. And if we indicated otherwise by just saying we were able to communicate with those individuals, it made their loved ones very, very angry. Because they didn't want closure.
I want fucking closure.
You want to disclose how you got that black eye?
I got it from Nora.
Thought so.
That's right.
He just...
Hey! You want to give us a hand?
Oh, fuck me.
Before we got to the hotel, I went to a clinic and got my IUD taken out, and they said it might be a little sore. Told me to take a couple ibuprofen. Jesus.
So you're trying again?
What?
No, she wants to go in the machine.
Still smoking, huh?
No, I quit. I haven't had a cigarette since John and I got together.
You stopped for him?
No. Stop for myself. It's an incredibly self-destructive habit.
And that's what makes it so cool.
My lighter? Can I have it back, please?
You said you quit.
I did.
Then you don't need it.
Please give it back.
Like I did with Lily.
Give me the lighter, Nora.
Come on, Nora.
She said she doesn't need
He's a teenager!
Hey, get off! Get off! No!
Starting to get a little bit worried there's actually going to be a flood.
Do you want Kevin to ask Evie why she left her family?
No. I asked him to give her a message. I want her to know that she was loved.
That's beautiful, John.
You're getting too close. They're gonna see you.
Calm down. I know what I'm doing. Did you hear about the guy on the French submarine?
What?
The one who fired the nuke. Apparently, he thought there was some big egg in a volcano in the middle of the Pacific, and he was convinced that this giant seven-headed sea monster was going to hatch on the 14th and eat us all. He said he got the idea from Revelations.
That's ridiculous. No. Revelation's not supposed to be taken literally. Seven-headed monster. It's a metaphor.
Oh, so it's only literal when it's not ridiculous?
That's right.
You would know. So, let's say this guy comes and sits on your couch, and he says, "Hey, Doc, I have access to nuclear weapons, and I need to destroy Godzilla." What do you even say to someone like that?
Don't miss.